Okay, we are up, y'all. We're up, we're up. Let me see. Let's see. Let's listen to myself first of all. We're up, we're up. All right, I'm up here. I'm up. Listen. See all of these scavengers right now. This is, keep in mind, and peace to y'all. I'm about to say peace and Pan-Africanism. How about that? All this research, now the shit's rubbing off on me. It's rubbing off on me. Hold on a second. Let me, first of all, put the most important thing here, because I'm really not going to talk. You know, I don't think I'm going to invite people up, because what is there to say on this, y'all? What is there to say? All this video right here is nothing more than, and I told you so. And to point out some of the people who were down from day one, but also point out the agitators, all right? Some of the agitators. And eventually those people right there, let me tell you something. And I'm going to name a few, and I may even put some, do a video or something on them. But yeah, man, this right here is nothing more than I told you so video, and just go back into the archives. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and go with the introduction. Let's go.
Marijuana by name, ganja flowing through my vein, going to my brain. It's like this, it's like this.
When you see, I wonder why. Must be the high grade in your eyes. You look like you're about to fight. You is high grade. I don't care what popular say. We're gonna burn it anyway. Black blood alone smoke a whole party.
So me say ganja me smoke every day. 15, 16 sniff a day. Good purple skunk from me, as say. Move out of my way, me make me weed entry. How long weed a bun more than a century. Go and farm a man, just go and farm me. And one ganja man, just go and plant it. Cause every time you do that, you do it for me.
When you look sleepy, I wonder why. Must be the high grade in your eye. When you look like you're about to fight. You is high
just got some smoking take off your wings, youth man, and fly like a bird high in the sky, and let them know say you are conquering lion, coming from the tribe of Judah. Some back when you don't have no roots and culture, leave them alone, them a go burn in a fire. Fire. I wrote a letter to Selassie, I sing it to God as a night. I wrote a letter to Selassie, I sing it to God as a night.
If it wasn't for my foolish pride, baby, you'd be right by my side. And still I just can't deny that this should have been love. Alright. But I never promised you no roses. Valentine's chocolates and I don't think of roses. Me don't hear about the talk, say you have the little things you don't. I know I recognize it. But I never meant to break your heart. Me heart broken at the process. I wish I never was so smart. The time has come to pass. Every moment I remember now I said right. Baby, I've been hurting inside ever since you walked out my life. Still I just can't hide that this should have been love. Alright, if it wasn't for my foolish pride, baby, you'd be right by my side. And still I just can't deny that this should have been, could have been love. Alright, could it have been the car when me drive? Or could it have been the herb fishing no light? I dream me day a studio late at night, make you feel so me I keep another life. Still should never stay, because I stay with it. I stay of emergency, because I stay with it. I stay why? My father left me from the street. Sirens from the street, shots, police and soldier on the sea, yeah. Sirens from the street, shots, yeah. Sirens from the street, shots, police and soldier on the sea, sirens from the street, shots, yeah. Just like mama cooking pot, TNT get hot. Sophisticated weapons get away from them black. Beat them like a shot, chant and lick it back. Trade union workers, government, them attack. That cause a state of emergency. Because a state, because a state of emergency. Because it's nigga, I stay with my love in a BNC. Simon
television and religion are the tools of Babylon implement. Corrupting children, they are the reason we want Babylon from season to season. They run come for them and come make we chant him down. Great power and sound. Children, they are the reason we want Babylon from season to season. They run come for them and come make we chant him down. Great power and sound.
I'm keeping it real. So we are live, we live and let's live. So we are live, I'm keeping it real. So real, yeah. So we are live, we live and it's big. As a man, you must be able to find work and put food on the table. There's no time to sit around to play the fool or be around. In the days of player haters, real hustlers and gold diggers, now I have no time to watch the plays. Then find the people who have to play. I'm keeping it real. So we are live, we live and let's live. You work hard, you must get paid to live good for another day. Ease up, no bother with the tension. I say no bother with the stress. I say to ease up, we are deal with progress. Peace and love and happiness. I say to ease up, we don't need no commotion. Cause everything is godless. I said to ease up, no bother try to pressure me. And that is where I rest. Cause I remember when me got the yammy, me used to run dance club and party. And outside of this club, them teach them hostility. Them carrying that and we rubber every day upon us till down. The DJ round the mic and him a keep the place calm. Now bother come here so like you are raging star. You can't bring that and we. Me say to ease up, no bother with the tension. I say no bother with the stress. I say to ease up, we are deal with progress. I say love and happiness. I say to ease up, we no need no commotion. Cause everything is godless. I say to ease up, no bother try to question me. That is where I rest.
I know the time is getting late. Like balance in the race. I try to get my children fed. Meanwhile my shoes are begging bread. Yes, I know that times are hard.
Hey, listen. I just want to test. Hold on. Let me test myself here. Hey, listen. All right. Okay. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. And Honeybee, thank you for coming in. And others are going to come in as well. This is going to build up. But listen, everybody who was beating up on people because they were covering Umar and why you going after another man and all this dumb shit, all right? Attacking people who were trying to show you that this dude was not legit. I mean, everything's now come full circle. And it really, the story hasn't ended as yet. But I just want to go back into the archives, go back in a time wheel and just pull up shit that I've said. And there's so much, and I don't even have time to go in it. But I will say this, though, because as I was looking through stuff, I saw something come up, and I am going to play this in this video. I'm going to play it. I don't care about being flagged or I don't care about that shit. That has to be played. But I'm going to bring up something in the video where, honestly, you know, it reveals a lot about our people, just how the level of discernment that we have. But this is something that we should have just seen immediately. Some of us did see it immediately, but I don't even, not even Lennon, he probably did, but I know others haven't really looked at it like this. And there's so many different ways. I know that Eli from Eli from Common Sense, he broke it down again. He went back into the archives. I'm going to go into the archives, most of the videos that I did on Umar. I know Lennon's going back. I mean, everybody's, but I find it comical. And you know what? Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right? Because it's comedy now that these dudes are now doing all this Umar content. A few of them need to just sit the fuck down. And like really, because you were coming after everybody. Some of these dudes just need to fall completely back. Let's see. Oh, let me go here. How about that? But if you weren't on this before, then maybe you need to just not say anything. And some people have. Big ups to Psychopathia. He's not speaking on it. He knows it's a big subject, but he's stayed away from it. This is from everything going on with his daughter on down. Everything going on with his daughter on down. But let's just let's just go down the list. And I'm just looking at all of these people. Now they want to get into the algorithm. All right. They want to get who's this? Like even people are like, you know, you're viral when people who aren't even in the community are speaking about you. That's when you know you're viral. This woman right here, spiritual whistleblower, she did a short video, but it was to the point, and it was definitely on point. And like I said, I saw something just now while gathering some things I want to do. Where I'm thinking like this could take like less than 10 minutes with what I saw. But we're gonna go into my archives. We're gonna go ahead and also speak about what you call it. Go into my archives and talk about some of the people who rode for this man. All right. Supposedly he's still gonna be on the Breakfast Club. Possibly. This brother right here, he did another follow-up for the FB after going in to read. See this, but let me just show you something though. All right, because we gotta tap the jaw of the FBA clowns for a second. This fool right here, this weirdo, who this clown. All right, he's one of Tariq's lieutenants. Guys, Umar doesn't determine that Pan-Africanism is done. That's number one. Number two, and I heard from this lady right here. Where is she? I think I passed her. Is she down there? Hold on. I'd like, but somebody said, oh, nobody's talking about Pan-Africanism, not even the African. Well, if they're not, then why are y'all bashing it so much? Why do you have to stomp on it so much if it's not that big a deal? It's the same thing with this silly protest of protesting African hair places. Like, what if you don't get your hair done in African places? Why are you protesting? And that protest is in a couple of days, and I will be doing a video of me going into African shops and supporting them. But this fool, look at this dumb shit. Pan-Africans are done. If we weren't popping before, then how are we done? What? Why video after video after video? You know who looks good now, though? This guy right here. I spoke him in my last video. Everybody killed Roland, like destroyed Roland when he interviewed Umar, and he did what a reporter is supposed to do, which is, yeah, Roland is supposed to do. Let me, hold on, I got to change the background here so you can see a little better. I changed the background a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, I know what I did. I know why this is. Hold on. All right, there we go. Yeah. So, okay, cool. Yeah. And shout out to everyone else who come in. Yeah. Umar's trifling. What's up? Information man in the building. Yeah, I'm just going through the archives, y'all, and I'm just going to show y'all. It's an I told you so live. But yeah, Roland was on point. And everybody attacked Roland. Everybody attacked Roland for asking the pertinent questions. And if you hear this, I want the Umar supporters just listen to some of the shit that this guy has said in the past. And you're going to start asking yourself, okay, why? Damn, what was I listening to? I think he came here to, honestly, to move people away from Africa. That's why he came. Yeah, look at this right here, man. Like these people, and the worst people, by the way, the people that invite him onto their program. So I guess this is I've seen her on the Instagram, this really light bright girl, / black woman, breakout media. She got all her clicks and views, whatever. All right. And now, well, Dane now, but the Breakfast Club is going to have him on again. Yeah. They're going to have him on again. but it's really the people who have been inviting him on their platforms. But I don't need to see some of these folks who were attacking you before. And look, his daughter. Like, come on, man. Look, his daughter is having a full mental breakdown. Look at this. She got punched up in her face. She's out here taking a whiz in front of her house, pulling out maxi pads. Like, this is crazy. Umar exposes the dark truth about education. Okay. This is, and again, is this another podcast that brought him on? Is that what this is? Is this another podcast that brought him on? Let's see. Because see, it's called Strategic Moves Podcast. You brought him on a month ago. All the drama with his daughter started earlier than you brought him on a month ago, man. Unbelievable. Look at this. Whatever, man. But yeah. So let's go. What am I going to do here? We're going to start, right? We're going to start. Did I put that there? No. Let's see. I'll put it here. Yeah, let's leave it here. Because I'm going to go all the way back. All right. All the way back to the beginning when I first covered Umar. And this was actually the beginning of my YouTube channel, to be honest with you. Stop. All right. This is Umar Johnson, the Weed and Seed community. This was my first real video, and I'm going to stick it in the chat as well. Hold on a second. Where are we at here? No, I didn't even go. Hold on. It's my bad. I'm going to share the screen, of course. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I'm just gonna like I said, I'm gonna tap the jaw of the FBA fools. Yeah, I got to do that. We got to go there before we even get into it, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and smack up some of the FBA clowns because they need it. I just showed you that other fool, the Black Alpha Network, or whatever the hell he calls himself. Well, I put up a video. It was actually a short, right? Of your man, Tariq Nasheed. All right? Listen to this, folks. Let's go down. You see this? I work with the government. Now, let's play the video and let's go over it real briefly. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
I gotta fight. Bro.
Hold on. Let's go back. Now, let's go.
Wait.
Why you gotta fight to pay for?
Oh Lord, I gotta fight.
Hey, bro, who's starting? First of all, who is that bitch?
Nobody. She's like
Don't get me started because you know I'm gonna find some receipts on that ass.
Yeah.
You know I can find some receipts.
No doubt.
It don't matter what state, not just love, but it's the team. We a team.
No doubt. Absolutely.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Listen to this.
Out in New York, dear.
Listen.
Everything it's weird because you know I work for the government. You know my job is kind of crazy, but
we're chopping.
I am a person that works for the government. It's clear that I do.
Wow. Now, why did I play that, folks? That video that you saw. In fact, let me just put it up, and I'll. You see this video right here, folks? Let me play it again. Let me. Yeah. You see this woman right here, folks? This video was made days after Tariq Nasheed was thrown out of ADOS, which is what it was. He tried to infiltrate. They said, get the fuck out of here. And he got in his feelings and started. This is like around, like a day or two, or maybe the same day. He was calling them Yvette Strappy and Froggy and what have you. This is when they tossed him out of ADOS and he completely started the whole cult. All right. So part of the cult was attacking anyone who's not in, who's a tether or whatever. So he's attacking them. And here you got this light-skinned Latino woman from Brooklyn. All right. And she's talking about, why are you getting petty with these people? Why are you dissing them? Like, I got to be petty. I'll get info on them. I'll get the receipts. And it turns out this woman works for a branch of the government. And this dude is always talking about, oh, they're an agent. He probably worked for the government, CIA. I mean, just things that only low level dudes would think. But here, this man is working with a Latina girl to get receipts on black people. Now, I don't, Yvette's like a white woman with an afro, but whatever. Black based. Like, who works for the government here? And let's just go through some of the comments that I got in here from some of these idiots. Say, dude's a bum, sitting up here looking. Yeah, here's one person. She always used to call his show. He wasn't aligning with her about no ADOS. Hey, dummy, this was the week after he broke away from ADOS, and he's talking about Yvette. He's talking about Yvette Cornell. This is doing nothing but making him look right about y'all. Or like whatever, especially to the people who tune in and know who she is. But you're talking about Yvette Cornell. And again, he's 100%, he's getting paid by of course he's getting paid by the alt-right. And that's another, no, they think this is Michi. That's not Michi. Here's another one. You see her platform. She's into a lot of conspiratard and celebritard shit. That's not a good one. It's old. He's not aligning with Latinos. He's probably does this look like a flirt? Come on, man. He's trying to get her off the phone if you look at the end. Like he always does. He treats his callers and supporters like trash. Find you one where he's aligning with ICE. He's over. I mean, that's all over his Instagram. And that's all over his Twitter. Aligning with ICE, pretty much. So yeah, man. But these FBA people, they are just, they're going. They're going. So thanks for coming in, everybody. Let me go ahead. Now, actually, I'm going to do one more thing before we get to Umar. One more bang on the FBAs and just let me just how bad it's getting with the FBA right now. This is how bad it's getting. And let me show you. Let's go down. Yeah. Guys, look at this. Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all are struggling out here, bro. You're struggling. You're struggling. Here's your boy Sneaky Reeky. Look at this, bro. He said, and let me blow this up. I got to blow this up here because this is bad. This is bad. This is why FBA delineation is important. All right. And I got to be careful, again, because this is Twitter. God, actually, before we even share, let me just let me go down and just make sure. I got to make sure. Because let me just make sure. Yeah. All right. We go down. All right, we're good. Okay, folks, back to the effery. Let's get back to it. So, folks, look at this. Now, as you know, the Hulkster, all right, racist piece of shit, passed away, and I just want to give, the Hulkster passed away, so fuck him, right? And so basically, I guess this guy, Joey Swollen, big ups to Afro Think Tank for going after him. I guess this is a big time online fitness dude who, he decided to canonize the Hulk Hulk Hogan, and he got flamed for it. And he said, and actually, he's kind of surprised at the black community trying to turn on him. I don't know him, but obviously he has a black following. Another person, by the way, who did canonize the Hulk was Michael Rappaport. All right, this fool was on there saying, no disrespect for Hulk. I don't care if he had some controversy. And he got flamed so hard, he had to come out and say, I didn't know he said any racist shit. Bullshit. You know that he was a big maggot. But the racist shit, that was well known. And he said that, here's what people don't understand. He said that in his private time. When he didn't know, he wasn't doing it. He did it when he thought he was alone and there was nothing. That's why he sued the place and said, this shit shouldn't have come out. So that's cap. But enough with Michael Rappaport. So this guy was like, cop and please, no matter how much good you do for people, you just got one reason for them to hate and tear you down. No. What Hulk Hogan has proven is that you can kill your legacy you can say one word, do one action that is so fucked up, your legacy will be toast. You can live long enough to destroy your legacy. All right? Ask Joe Paterno. Ask Hugh Hefner. That can happen. And so here you have this dude who Tariq decided, this is why delineation is important. Guy's name is Jay Mulholland. Mulholland lover. Don't quit, Joey. I'm black as can be with my Jamaican self, and I didn't take offense to you paying tribute to Hulk Hogan. If I was there with you, I'd hug you and kiss your forehead. This is obviously a troll account. Like Bob Marley said, everything's going to be all right. You have the support of all of Jamaica. And people figured that out. This is right now, guys. This is what it's come down to. This is what, and listen, if you're a Caribbean, like if he's really Jamaican, you'd see a Jamaican flag. If you had any sort of heritage or whatever, you'd see a flag there. You'd see them really bigging it up. This guy's turns out to be a real troll account. Look at this. The woman who lived twice. You don't see him putting up any Caribbean stuff. Come on. And here's the laughable thing. Why, if somebody tweets something about you and to try to disparage you, why would you retweet it? So Tariq has been on social media all this time. He can't tell a troll account. This is how desperate you are, bro? Come on, man. Hilarious. But yeah, crazy. So, you know what? Let me see something here. Okay, so we are now gonna go. Let me go down to my very first video. All right. I'm going to go to my very first video about your boy, Papa. Here we go. The weed and seed community, y'all. All right. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to do, this is me visiting the place, right? Let's go into an interview that I had about Umar and this school. But listen to this, folks. And like I said, we've been told you all this, but this is an I told you video. Let's go.
So throughout this video, I'm going to do my best to protect the innocent. The man I'm about to speak to, he works at one of these spots on the map. And his association actually put
ones up if you can hear this okay. Just put ones up if you can hear it okay. I want to make sure you guys can hear it okay. What's up, Propane? Powell Bunyan, what's up? Again, Honeybee, Funk Soldier, Q Hefner. It's the big deal, y'all. Bawana Hakuzi, Hagasiki. How are you doing? Of course, Info Man. Okay. Y'all can hear good? Okay, great. Now, let's get into it, buddy. Let's go.
A bid on this dumb. Okay, so I wasn't aware that my camera was running during the exchange, but afterwards I found out. So he told me a mouth.
I'm interviewing a guy who was at a recreation center right across the street from the bomb shelter, which is FDMG. Let's go. If you don't mind asking, was that school ever affiliated with that?
No.
No?
Whatever happened? That was a charter school, but they didn't get, number one, they stopped getting funding, and then number two, they started scoring really low.
Really low.
Yeah, low on their test results and different things, SAT stuff, so they shut them down and took it from them.
Really?
Yeah, the bank took it from them. So now a guy supposed to have it by the name of Umar Johnson. I don't know if you ever heard of him before. He's like an activist for the black community. He'd be on Facebook and different things like that. So,
Okay, first off, what casually known street activist just swoops in and buys a property like this without any known backing? But by this guy's tone, I think he knows what's going on.
On Facebook and different things like that. So he's supposed to have the building now. Supposed to be doing something with it, making an all-boys school, teaching them financial literacy and stuff like that. But
Wait. You're supposed to be teaching them financial literacy, and now he's broke. I don't want to pause this too much because I want to try to get through this, but hold on a second. Hold on. Let's hear that again.
So he's supposed to have the building now. Supposed to be doing something with it, making an all-boys school, teaching them financial literacy and stuff.
How's that? Teaching them financial literacy and stuff like that. Folks, this is 6 years ago.
Like that, but ain't nothing been moving over there like that. So, he had it for about since the end of the last year, I think.
Actually, it's been 18 months, but who's counting at this point?
Last year?
I think so.
Actually,
it's been moved yet. So I don't know if he's looking for funding. They said it's a big scam going on with him, and scamming people out of money, different things. I don't know, but it's a big.
You think? But listen up, because this next statement absolutely blows my mind.
How much do you think this would cost? Just looking around.
Well, that building right there alone, when we looked into it, was like 10
million.
It's like 10 million.
10 million just to open it.
No, 10 million just to own it.
Did you hear what the man just said, folks? We're just gonna get through it. Do the replay, gang, in case you missed this. But just look at what's this was my interview.
10 million to own it.
Yeah, so it's this building and then there's two more buildings connected to it across the street from it.
Here's what I don't get, and maybe you Umarians of the world can help me out with the math. He collected between a low of 750,000 to a high amount of about 2 million. All right. So the first question that comes to me is, if this place was actually going for $10 million, why would they sell it to Umar, a man who looks basically homeless at this point, for 4% of the value at about $400,000? Almost like you go to the Mercedes dealer. You want to buy an AMG E-Class for $100,000, and the dealer, knowing that all you got is $4,000, says, you know what, I'll just give it to you for $4,000, and we'll just finance or whatever. Wouldn't a red flag pop up? Like, how many miles are on the engine? Does it even have an engine? But somehow he got it at 4% of what it's worth. So that's a great deal if you're a real estate mogul. You got some connections, you got money to burn. But if you're a petty activist that doesn't even have a team to speak of, it looks like you were taken for a sucker. But let's say Umar on the low is some real estate whiz and he got a good deal. All right, let's look at this from the high end. He got $2 million minus the 400,000. Let's say 450 with taxes and whatever.
See, the thing with these videos on Umar and Tariq and all these other things. I'm going to go a different route with this as far as speaking about these guys. I got to find my funny bone. There's too much logic here. You sit down and do these videos and these lives, and you go 2, 3, 4 hours with logical points, and just listen to this. What I'm presenting here, and all of this is coming to fruition. And everybody laughs in your face. Well, let's continue. Let's continue.
You still got 1.5 million change, but then you owe 100,000 in taxes. All right, you got 1.4 million change. You're still left with 1.4 mil. Out of that 1.4 mil, you couldn't buy a fence. You couldn't buy a lock. You couldn't pay for landscaping. 18 months. Okay, well, wait a minute. Maybe he got a mortgage. All right. If the mortgage is under him or his business or someone else, because see, now that's when the personal issues come into play.
Yeah.
Because we get back into the child support issues. If you have child support issues, that means that it's going to affect your credit report. So how does this man even get a good rate? So let's be nice. I'll be generous. You get a rate of 8%, given your finance history. Now, that's about $3,000 per month for the mortgage. You should still have over $1.4 million left. 8 figures, you can't even buy a lawnmower to cut the grass.
So all third of these.
So 10 million.
Yeah.
Then it looks like it needs some fixing up too.
Oh yeah, it needs some fixing up. And just those air conditioning units on top, they like 30,000 a piece.
That is not an exaggeration.
Guys, come on, man. Like I told you, that I'm just gonna go back in time. All the Umar, all the people, I'm gonna call them out too, and I'm gonna show video. Y'all looking dumb as fuck right now.
All you did was purchase a property. We still haven't included the amenities yet. So
nope.
When he mentions air conditioners, he's not talking about the cheap $50 Walmart shits at your house. He's talking about these big HVAC roofies that are wire connected throughout the building that blows air through the walls. Not the little things that you click on and off at your cribs. And these are, and it also costs about $15,000 just to install them. So there you go. You got to maintain it, repairs, contractors, insurance, unions, everything.
People already picked them apart. They already picked them apart.
$30,000 just for the air conditioning.
Just for the air conditioning unit.
Then you got to fumigate the place.
Then you got to fumigate the place. People that already broke in. That's why we already took stuff, vandalized it.
I'm just asking because you know what? Because I work in New York.
Okay.
Actually, had opened a women's store, and I started working there when they opened it out.
Okay.
Just the project alone, there's a lot of people where hands go. There's different types of contracts that hands go through.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
just to fix the air conditioning, $30,000.
That's about 30, and they have like at least 2 or 3.
That's 3. So times that number times 3.
Yeah.
It's close to another $100,000.
Times the labor, all right? Another stuff. God, you guys got to hustle.
Sure that there's no mold,
asbestos, all that type of stuff. You know how
Oh, God.
that's a do it. So my name's Umar Johnson. He has it. And you can look him up on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He's supposed to have it, and that's all I know right now.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, my brother.
Damn, man, you guys got hustled out of your skin with this. Out of your skin. Let's go to some other shit right here. Now, obviously, I'm walking through the school, and, this is around the corner. There's another video where there's a prison down the block. The fucking prison down the block. This is around the corner, by the way, this place. This is, I guess, like an abandoned, it's just a mess. I think this place is still open, actually. This is a mess, bro. It's an absolute mess. But weed and seed. You get it says weed and seed community. And keep in mind, the goofy guys, all right? D. DeFale, the Claw, who's dead now, right? Tip Grip, all these people, they all attack you for pointing this shit out. All of them. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Also, Pan-Africanism Strikes Back, who's now a No Jumper employee. How about that one? Let's continue. I want to go to something else. This is me walking through the community. It's a liquor store, bro. The liquor store is next. This is the liquor store down the block from the school, and it's next door to a church. Like you can't make this shit up. Now, folks, let's go to Leon. This is now look at this. I want to play this because this is Umar giving the time and labor speech. And this right here is I knew when I saw this dude and met him, I knew that Umar was nothing but a fucking predator. Look at this.
Campus clean for me and the donors.
And of course, you heard this one.
Donate the time and the labor.
Well, he came through. Meet your security / groundskeeper.
This guy right here, that is a security and groundskeeper. It wouldn't shock me if he's still there. He's sitting there in front of that dump, in front of that motherfucker by himself. By himself. Let's listen to this.
Missing teeth and all. Let's just call him Leon.
Nice shady spot, man. Yeah. You know, ain't much out here, but a little bit. It's working. What when is the school open? It's gonna be open back up. It's gonna be a minute though because they broke in the school and the students school up there, but it's gonna be all black boys school, like Louisiana.
Is it? Black boys school?
It's gonna be all black boys school. But the guy that owns it, he's full black, so everything ain't nothing coming here when it's all black. He about black. So he's full black. Dr. Umar.
Now, bear with him because dude does speak in a lot of broken English, but I was able to get a lot of it. Like I said, I'm gonna protect dude's face because it's easy for people to become a meme, and I don't think dude deserves that. But you'll find out later on why I called him Leon. Let's continue.
That's his name, Dr. Umar?
Umar Johnson, yeah. He owns the school, but I'm just doing some people nobody come in here and break it and start doing shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, once they start putting materials in to fix it, they gotta need somebody to sit around. So
looks like you're gonna need a lot of work, man, to fix this joint.
Outside, the hardest part of the outside is the paint job and keeping the grounds up. That ground's gonna be kept up. We just started doing it like I'm not even money back. So.
Damn.
But the inside, though, I mean,
Well, actually, believe it or not, this school is basically brand fucking new, man.
Is it?
Like this, like part of the school over here, one side over here is messed up because everybody went in there and broken up different shit. But the other side of the school is like it looked when they first opened up, brand new. All the classrooms still set, still pretty in there. There's just one part over here is messed up where somebody burnt started a fire in the science room in one of those little metal boxes. Like somebody set a fire in there, but it burnt the metal box. So when the fire company came in, they put a hole through the roof in that one class so the smoke go out. So instead of messing the whole school up.
Right. You saw the fire?
Personally, I think Umar must have started that fire, but man.
But now I ain't seen the fire, but I've been inside and seen this.
So he hasn't seen hide nor hear the fire. Just like everybody else.
Look
at what he has there, man. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, shoot. I mean, it looks like a good school, though, man. I guess it has potential.
Now, when it was open one time. It was open because it was both schools, high school, middle school. And,
why'd it close?
I don't funds. I think the funds. Something happened with the funds. And
They stopped sending the funds.
Yeah, stopped sending the funds. So when my man took over.
They stopped sending the funds because the school was failing. We're gonna get into that, towards the end of this, but.
Oh, black man, everything black man.
Yeah, this joint right here, I'm telling you, it looks like they're gonna have to knock it down and rebuild it.
I don't know that. The school been here 3 years, but it's brand freaking. It's been 3 years. But
Umar conned this guy like this is brand new. He literally put it on this dude, man. It's a shame. It's a shame.
When did they close it?
They only had one season.
When they closed it?
Like 2018, 19 maybe. So maybe a year and a half, 2 years maybe, you know what I mean?
There was actually an article talking about how a lot of the schools around this area are going to be closing down for obvious reasons, which begs the question why he would want to start to build a school in a weed and seed location with limited resources.
But like I said, this side is still brand spanking new. He just over here, somebody went in here and stole copper and stole shit out of here. Wire, plumbing and piping, all that shit, you put the scrap stuff, that stuff, man. It's killing, man.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, bro. Just looking at, is the Boys and Girls Club? Is that also part of the school?
It's open though. They almost shut them down, but they did that. big money white folks in there popping and kept the movies. It's like Kingswood. If you big money white folks in there kept Kingswood, they would shut Kingswood down. Right now, this from here, this boys club in Kingswood and Frames boys club still open, but the boys club out there on Jackson Street, they shut that down.
By the way, whose idea was it to have a school here to begin with? I mean, you need a precinct here, not a school. But he's going to run a little bit about his background, and I'm sure he told Umar as well. Let's continue.
I boxed to them, man. Came to them, boxing to them, man.
Oh, you box?
I used to box to them, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I used to box to them back in the day. Me and Lou Owens and all this box to them cats, man, back in the day. Well, Lou Owens came out of the center city.
Lou who?
Lou Owens.
Lou Owens, okay.
So basically, Umar recruited one of the Spinks brothers to do his dirty work. This is why I refer to this guy as Leon. Here's why this is important. Boxing is a poor man's sport. All right, you don't hear about many sons or kids of rich athletes or rich dudes getting into boxing. Usually it's a person out of poverty, literally fighting your way out of the hood. So they do this in the hopes of getting that $1, $2, $300 million purse for one match. But in the meantime, they're taking numerous shots to the head throughout their careers. All right, these guys aren't even able to think or talk straight when it's all over. And these are the people that make it. I mean, this is why some of these guys come back. I mean, right now there's a matchup they're trying to do with Tyson and Roy Jones. Heck, even Mayweather's talked about fighting again. So these are the guys that made it. But the guys that don't make it, who clearly don't make it out, they still get the same blows to the head, the same demons to deal with, but without money. So somehow Umar convinced this dude to do security and grounds work in a dangerous neighborhood for an abandoned hole that's never going to open. Shame.
I'm looking at it, obviously as somebody with the money, I mean, like millions of dollars.
The brother is like 45, 42. That dude got paper.
Gotta play that again. Listen to how he says.
Guys, Umar Khan this died. Look at this. Obviously, you need somebody like Million said. This brother is like what he said. He nigga got paper. Good grief. Nah, he probably lives around the area, bro. He probably lives around the area.
The dollars, man.
The brother is like 45, 42. That dude got paper.
This man hasn't just drunk the Kool-Aid. He's literally inhaled the popper powder. My goodness.
Plus he does a lot of he's a doctor of black how you pronounce it? Psychology. Like, he speak that old history stuff. He blacks.
Damn.
And he goes around and do a lot of speeches and colleges. He does a lot of colleges, go to colleges. And he's a professor at one of those colleges. He hang out at up in PA, but
he just doesn't say which one. Although it is hard to keep up when you got 6 degrees that you're juggling. But anyway, we're here still chopping it up and just having a little bit of small talk and everything.
Some gentrification type of thing. Right. But even like this over here, man, I mean,
But the window, I mean, you take the boys out the windows over here. The windows are everything brand new. It's boarded up because they avoid everybody breaking in here. Like everything. The windows are everything they do condition. Just the boards making it look bad because they just cover them up. Take the boards off. School guy and you get a paint job on the outside.
Mind you, understand something. This was back in 2020. All right, it's 2020, and the place is still boarded up. Still needs a paint job. Still needs all of that. Folks, if you want to see more of this video, here's a link in the chat. I'm gonna leave the link. I'm gonna put the link in the description so you guys would have it. But yeah, this is the link in the chat. Listen, bro. Let me go back here to go back. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, folks. Hold on a second. I gotta stop for a second. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, but I gotta see. I just saw something. Here. Where are we at? The address is SGMG. No, not this. Yeah, this is it. No, Is this it? No. College. Is this it? No. College. No. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, guys. I got to show y'all something because this is kind of funny as hell. Yeah. You see this right here? You know what this is? This is Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. This fool right here. This guy, and I'm going to show you in my video, in one of my videos as well. You know how much this fool used to cape for Umar? You know how many arguments I had on his platform about Umar? And look at this. Umar disgraces Pan-Africanism. Motherfucker, didn't I tell you this about 5 years ago? Told you this years ago. Now you're just catching up. See, you're going to see a lot of his supporters. You can't defend them anymore. So you're trying to pivot over. Like, oh, I didn't know about this. You're trying to do the pivot now, and we're not having that. You were caping hard for that dude. Hard. So let's continue. But you're gonna, this is, yeah. Go check out the video. And that's one. That's one. But what else? What else? There's a lot. That was the first video, but that video was one of the most potent videos breaking down, just showing you what Umar's doing. Let me see. Excuse me. I'm going to go to another video here. Another video. It's going back in the archives a bit. And you know what video I'm going to show now? We're going to go. Let's see. Not this. Not this. Haha. This right here, folks. This right here. This is another. This is another exposure video where this is back in 2020. Was it 2020? Yep. Thanksgiving in 2020. Umar was talking about how he went to a book signing in Atlanta. And he told everybody at this book signing that at a yoga spot, he went to a book signing at a yoga spot in Atlanta in November 2020. And he told everybody that the yoga spot was vandalized because he went there. This is what he said. This is him talking about it right here. Hold on. This is him talking about going to a yoga spot and, yep. This is him lying about going to a yoga spot and them vandalizing the yoga spot because of him. Let's go.
Going past the feeding your family now. This ends now. Making a living off my name, feeding your family off my name, it ends now.
No, it doesn't. Never ends.
Y'all had that sister's business attack, and even if you didn't give the order, you created the negative atmosphere. Going past the business, taking pictures of the business, showing up in front of the business, videoing yourself in front of the business.
Lies.
For what?
Lies.
For what? Bringing all that negative attention to that sister's business to the point where one of your retarded ass followers decided to go and harm the business. If you didn't give the order, because I don't put it past none of you. If you didn't give the order, because I don't put it past none of you. If you didn't give the order, you at least created the negative atmosphere, hostility, and the negative energy that gave rise to the vandalism against that business. That's why people need to be responsible with their content, their conduct, and their conversation. That's why people need to be responsible with their content.
Now, first, let me say this. Whoever that sister is in that yoga studio, shame on them for not saying to Umar, oh, no, we didn't. No, that didn't happen. But let's just get right into it, because we're going to get right into the lie that the yoga studio. So this happened like a week or a couple of days before. And so I happened to be visiting my family in Atlanta. And I decided, well, I'm in Atlanta. Hey, why don't I go by that area where the yoga studio was, right? So as you know, let me just go down here. Yeah, the yoga studio. And I went down there and the yoga studio was patched up. So something happened, right? Okay, no problem. Oh, let me just play this from the beginning, by the way. Hold on.
You in particular, you're somebody who's married to a white dude right off the bat. And this is directed to a Miss Claudia Portia Taylor event where he supposedly was sabotaged, which turned out to be a lie. And let me say right off the bat, and this is directed to a Miss Claudia Portia Taylor, you are a disgusting parasite. All right. You went to that event, you saw the windows, and you came out of your face and blamed Black people for that incident, which turned out not to be an incident, as you'll see in this video. All right. You in particular, you're somebody who's married to a white dude, supposedly married to a white dude. You take care of white kids, and you have the nerve to jump on this. Black people are destroying Black businesses. That comes to an end. All those, Umar basically lied about everything. He lied about this. He's lying about the school for boys. He lied about people attacking Black businesses. That's not happening. Just like he lied about YASA. Just like he lied about getting followed by the FBI. Just like he lied about the business in New York dissing him. Just like you're lying about this so-called march that's going to happen. Just like you lied about the $1 million donation that was going to happen during Strip Brigade. This here,
folks, you see the date here? Let me blow this up a little bit. Blow this up a little bit because this is a lot of people. This is brand new to them. You see the date here? Huh? Look at the date. Look at the date. Let me blow it up some more. Blow it up a little bit more. All right. Been talking about this. You see that? Been talking about this. Been talking about this. Hold on, let me just go down. And by the way, the Claudia woman who I was speaking about, this is Claude. This is the claw right here. All right. This woman, and I'll save her for another video. I'm going to save her for another video. This woman right here. This woman who this woman, she's passed, by the way. All right. I'm going to try to bite my tongue here a little bit. But this just to say this was not a nice woman. She just wasn't. She was not a nice woman. She was very delusional, very weird. All right. Some of the things that she did, like she went down to FDMG in the middle of the ghetto, and she's just a very, there were a couple of boxes turned over in the attic. A couple of boxes turned over in the attic. She wasn't well. She wasn't well. And she passed. She wasn't in good health or nothing, but you know, she's just a very toxic individual, very toxic, very toxic. And again, weird. She would talk about, oh, I spend this amount of money and that amount of money. And when she died, she had to get a GoFundMe for that barely covered what they were asking for. It was bad. It just ended bad. But let's go down to this. All right. That's the person I'm talking about. But here, you see this?
This is my video. All right. You see there that supposedly happened to Yasas? Okay. The windows were busted out.
This wasn't Yas. This is Atlanta. This is Yoga Studio. Go ahead.
All right. We're going to get into that in just a second. But, you know, basically he lied about that. He lied about the $1 million offer from real estate. He lied about he lied in the Lord Jamal. He's basically just continues to lie. And that's why I said Afro Spengali is important, because she keeps.
I don't want to, because she and I ain't, I ain't down with her at all. But it just shows she is that's another weirdo. All right. She wants control over everybody, but she doesn't like independence. Let me just get away from that. Let's go ahead.
Obviously, that's still there. The real estate is there. I'm going to leave a link to all those businesses. You can go to them and patronize them as well. That's the yoga spot right there. There's a barbershop right next to it. All right. So, excuse me. So as we're going through, there's a barbershop right next to it. That's still there. And next to the barbershop, you have a restaurant at 1540. Okay. The restaurant used to be named something else. Okay. The restaurant used to be named something else. It used to be named Greens and Gravy Restaurant. It is now a new restaurant, but I just wanted to show you the map to show you where everything is in the vicinity. Okay, so the Greens and Gravy Restaurant is no more. It's now called Augie's Cafe at 1540 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. So I went in there, and of course, I'm not telling you what time I went in. I went in at a certain time because you Umar maggots are absolutely batshit crazy. All right. But you'll see everything that went down, and there I am, and let's get to it.
Now, I'm speaking to one of the employees who told you exactly what happened, and it wasn't what Umar said. Let's go.
What's that yoga studio? The window's broken.
Oh yeah, it's been a few businesses down the line.
Now, for those of you who can read, it said there have been a few businesses that was vandalized recently.
It said there
not one, not targeted, a few businesses that was vandalized recently.
Why? Well, they just came and when did that one get broken?
It's been a couple weeks.
Like,
I would say it's been like 2 weeks.
2 weeks? They just. Really? All right, today's what?
26, 27.
Now, as she said, this was on the 27th. He did the video on the 19th or the 20th. That's 8 days if my math is right. So 2 weeks is 14 days. So that was several days before he got there, and it happened to multiple businesses, not just that. And it doesn't mean that it happened because of him.
Guys, this is who you got behind. This is who you cape for. This guy. All of the stuff that brings us. See, you see this? I'm just bringing up everything that brought us to this right here. You see this? How I'm just showing you how it got to here. That's all we're doing. We're just going through how it got to this spot right here. To the crackhead that you're seeing in front of you. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oops. Yeah, let's continue. Hold on. Let's go back over to speak about the so-called vandalism at that place. The so-called vandalism. Let's go.
27. It's been okay. It's broken for a couple of weeks.
It's been broken. I feel like 2 weeks.
27. It's been just broken. Okay, it's broken for a couple of weeks.
For vandalism. So, well, no. We don't have no reason for why they vandalize.
Man, like I hope this doesn't happen to this place, you know?
Yeah, we did a little small talk there about, the business or whatever. So we need to get in.
Folks, you can go ahead and watch this video. This was Umar lying about people vandalizing the spot because he went there. This is just another video that shows you what this guy lied about. What else should I do? All right, because there's more videos. We're just going through all the shit, everything that you said, right? Everything that we tried to tell you guys and we got laughed at. Everything that We tried to tell you fools and got laughed at. Which other one here? Let's see, the strong alpha male thing, to Superman cape. Let's see, Al Lanier. I'm not going to bring up Al Lanier, because this is, see, I can bring up my review of the Al Lanier interview on Umar Johnson. He got kicked out of the AFWs, and y'all are pissed off at him or whatever. Let's go to 2021. This is 2 years. 2 years after the this is 2 years after he got this joint. 2 years after he got this joint. Hold on a second. This is 2 years after he got this joint. Here we go. Looks the same. King Kong consciousness. Okay. Let's go. Let's keep going. Yeah. This is him now.
School is going to open. And what's so funny about this, and keep in mind, when you see him out there, for those people who are from other parts of the country, it is freezing cold right now in the East Coast. I mean, freezing.
Guys, look at where he's at, just walking around by himself. It's been 2 years and he has not done anything. 2 years and he hasn't done anything.
And this cat just has nothing more than a hoodie and a beard.
You know why he has a hoodie and a beard and that in the freezing cold weather? Because it is now, we can now conclude this dude is a junkie. That's why. Now we can say that I stayed away from that. I didn't want to say it until we have proof. Now the burden of proof is in his lap. Umar Johnson is a fucking junkie. I don't know what he's on. Maybe he's on perks. Maybe he does the booger sugar. Maybe he does the Ready Rock. I don't know, but he is clearly on some type of substance to be out there in the freezing cold. That is freezing cold right now, and that's all he has on. So it is fair to say this dude is a junkie.
And when he's talking, he's just spittling all over the place and shit because he's freezing.
Yeah, look at this.
But
look at this. This is look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the gym. It's look at the ear. It's freezing outside. Freezing. And look at the inside. Look at this. This is still the gym. Look at this. 2 years in. Come on, guys. Come on already. Oh my God. Look, guys, come on, bro. Look at this. Look at this shit. Like, what are we doing out here, bro? This is in 2021. All right. Now, what is he doing? Let me ask you a question. Whenever you move into a new house, don't you get rid of all the old stuff? Guys, this is 2 years in. I probably said this too. I must have said it. Hold on, let me hear what I was saying.
With Umar and this bullshit. Yeah, understand, there's some black folks that are just dumb. Some of us are just fucking dumb. Some of us are dumb, and Umar knows this, and he knows that people are still gonna eat up the rhetoric as he walks through. Look at this. That's sewer water, folks. Everything you see is sewer water. Even when you go inside the fucking inside the office, he hasn't even changed the furniture. What is this, the place he sleeps and shit? This may be the place he sleeps. Remember that in my original video you saw the futons and all that shit? Listen, y'all. All the Umar file, y'all still riding with this shit. This on you.
Guys, look at this.
And look at this.
Look at this.
You mean to tell me, hold up a second.
2 years
You
in.
mean to tell me this Negro, this Negro hasn't even gotten rid of the old uniforms of the school?
Guys.
You mean to tell me with all that money, you couldn't even put together like new uniforms? He's still, even when you go through this, the sneakers are still there. He's left the dirty sneakers in this motherfucker.
Guys, I cannot wait Because eventually this is all going to come out in the wash. And right now, people are saying that the government's after him. Okay. Eventually, this is going to get to the point where somebody, he's going to have to tell the reason as to why he did this. I know people are saying he's a heavy drug. Okay, fine. It's clear that he's on some sort of substance, but you know what? It's got to be more than that. Does he do this in order to avoid paying child support? There has to be a reason. There has to be a major reason as to why he went to these lengths with this scam. But this is 2 years in, folks, and this is what we're doing. Let's go down. Let me see if there's anything else in this video. But again, oh yeah, check this out, folks. Because again, I was given ideas on what Umar should do, right? Or what he could have done. What he could have done. Listen to this for a second. Listen.
This is something you guys may not even know. Did you know that Umar did a reality show at one point?
Guys, this reality show is actually, let me let myself talk.
Real shit. Umar had a spot in Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to leave the link down in the description. Real shit. This was back in 2017, I believe. This is just to give you an idea of how much Umar is such a sabotager. 2019, this motherfucker had a spot in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think as a counselor. And this was around the time when he had that big debate with Roland. And one of the people who picked up the debate with Roland was this blogger called Lovely T. You guys probably know this chick. This chick has like 900,000 or a million subs. Big time. And a lot of the women, a lot of single mothers, not hood single mothers, a lot of these, upper class or I guess, middle class single mothers with a little bit of cheddar, Do you realize if Umar had cleaned himself up, right? And I'm kind of going off here. Well, let's just go back. Basically, he did the reality show. It was around the time that he had the interview with Roland Martin, where he steamrolled Roland and like 3 other people. Lovely T caught wind of that. She got on Umar's side and she's like, yo, Umar really handled himself, fuck Roland and all this other shit, whatever. Could you imagine if she had done an interview with Umar and Umar got on her platform, cleaned himself up, and appealed to all those single mothers who still love him, right? How much money could this Negro could have got for his school that he cleaned them shit up? But then said it later, like a couple of weeks later, said he happened. And I should say months later, excuse me. And Lovely T caught wind of that. And after bigging up Umar for the Roland interview and saying Umar's, the shit and all this, she caught the SETI interview and like, yo, this nigga is crazy. He's out of his mind. All of it, he could have really set this up where he could have gotten some real money and he eventually sabotaged that shit. She did another video saying, yo, come get your man Umar. This dude don't want a school. He wants a cult. Don't you get it?
I get it. And so do the others as well. Listen, this is also, we just put all the links in the chat. So that you guys can see for yourself. And yeah, folks, this is, look at how far this man has fallen. Look at this. This was him on Roland. All right. Hello, Mistrix, Monica, Dwayne K. What's going on? This was him on Roland. Okay. What we're doing, folks, just leaving some links in the chat. I'm just going through some of my old videos. This is a whole I told you so video. We told you. This is 6 years ago. We told you about this dude. Look at how cleaned up this dude looks here. And just, I mean, like, look at this now, bro. Look at this shit. From this to this. All right. This dude is completely gone. What else do I have here? There's others. There's other stuff that we can go. All this time, y'all were trying to blame anybody. It wasn't just Lennon. You were going after everybody. You were going after everybody. But this actually, let me go and speak to. Let me just bring up one weirdo. This, I mean, I don't even want. I got 10 hours worth of video of this clown when I first met him, and this dude right here was and is a liar. Lied about everything since I met him. Now, this is the first video time I ran into this dude, and this dude ran nothing but interference for Umar Johnson. Let's just deal with one of them. This is one of the toxic dudes who's gotten opened up. This clown right here. This fool. You see? And on this video, let's go through it. All right? This is him getting cut by Lennon. All right? And I'm going to deal with, there's a few people. There's him. There's Crack Rock Smooth. There's the Goofy guys. There's Baltimore Legend. All right, I know the names. We know about We Unlock, Oracle, Tiff Griff. Huh? Who else? I'm going to show you a video of Crack Rock Smooth. That dude is just a total buffoon. But, yeah. Well, he sabotaged everybody. And this is when I met. This was me over here, and he has, of course, yeah. This is Make a Change. Make a Change, by the way. You know why he's saying that? I don't know what the context of this conversation is, but I guarantee that he is defending AAS right now. I guarantee. That's Uppity Unicorn right there. That's another one who this weirdo tried to chase. All right? This weirdo, and she cut him off. But let's see.
Understand why people.
Yeah, but if the content is not about Umar Johnson, why are we discussing Umar when the content is about something else?
Well,
and who is this right here, by the way? Who else is here going after this bullshit? This is drama. This is drama. You see? Both Make a Change and drama, and now look who made him the enemy. All right, so let me just go ahead.
Hi.
So tell me what.
laptop.
Okay. So tell me what's on your mind, DJ. Let's go at it. We've been at it before. Let's go ahead. This bout number 10.
Well, first of all, I like to say once again, congratulations on your Janice House project and all that good stuff.
Appreciate
it. The Janice House. Guys, another scam. All the people who followed Umar, all of them have been exposed. There's no Janice House. The Janice House is like FDMG, a scam. This guy was collecting money for a fake house. The Janice House was nothing but a fucking scam. Ain't nobody seen it. Nobody's seen it. There's no address. This is why he rode Umar's nuts so much, because he wanted to be a mini Umar. I'm not gonna play all this stuff. Like I said, I got 10 hours of video. This video, all right, of when I first got introduced to this fool. Then he interviewed me. Then he interviewed the Claw. One day I'll cut it up and we'll go through it. But these are the people who basically, let's see, is this Make a Change? Yes, no, this is me. This is me. All right. Look at this weirdo showing receipts to Israel bound about. Okay. So this is years ago. We'll deal with this some other time, but I'm just highlighting. Let me just see Crack Rock Smooth, what he's doing right now. Because listen, he's one of the people. Look, I'm no friend of Rev G, but I'm not out here making up shit about him. All right, I'm not making up shit about or trying to get him fired or any goofy shit like that. I just call him on his bullshit. and he and AES hate me for it. All right, whatever, fuck him. But this is what your boy. This is what happens when you do nothing but follow cults. Let me just show you how what happens to you when you're not an independent thinker and everybody else can pick your brain. This guy was riding the coattails of Tariq. Then he was riding for Umar Johnson, as you know. Now he's riding for Geno Jennings. All right? Listen to this fool.
Okay, fine.
All my information comes from right here.
That's
the Holy
right.
Scriptures, bro.
Which comes from what? Look at him. How are your did it come to you in English?
You say it comes from the I dare you say it comes from
did it come to you in English?
What?
Did it come to you in English?
Dude.
Did it come to you in English?
So are you trying to say that English people wrote the Holy Scriptures?
That's not what I said. I said
you brought the language.
No, what
English
language do you
people
speak?
or white people, right or wrong?
Do you speak any other language other than English?
No, as millions of other us don't speak Greek.
So
that's what you're hitting to.
What language was the Bible originally written in?
Corey.
He didn't think. Okay, fine.
Yeah. This is what he's doing, getting smacked around by biblical scholars, all right? Because he, as you can see, this dude is out here clout chasing Geno Jennings now. Clout chasing Geno Jennings. Just jump from one cult to another cult to another cult, right? Just a little bit about this dude. This guy, I guess he made up a story that Rev G was that he, violated kids. Again, I don't know because the Rev is a weirdo, but I don't know if he's that type of weirdo, but he made up the story without any proof. Turns out this cat, this fool right here, this is C-Rock's and Crack Rock Smooth. This idiot got caught. He got arrested for trying to pick up a white transsexual prostitute. Like I said, everybody who rocks with Umar, nothing but a bunch of weirdos. Let me just look at the chat for a sec. What's up, Soto? How you doing? Curity, yeah. I played that earlier, Dwayne K. That's in the original video. Just look at the links I put in the chat. I'm just going through all the old archives just to let y'all know. All right, we told you so. We told you so, man. We told you about this dude, and you attacked us, and look at where you're at now. Look at you now. I can't even go through all of it. I really can't even go through all of it. But let me just see if there's some others here. Here's one where, Camden book signing. I'm going to have to get that. There's one where he had Camden book signing. There's another one where Lennon had stopped making videos about Umar. So did AAS and Rev G. So there was no excuse. All right. Because there was a point when Lennon stopped making videos. Okay. Then this is Umar again. What year is this? This is in 2021. Okay. Still walking around that dumb. Let's see. What else? Alan. Now this one here, folks, check this one out. This is Umar's donation timeline. What inspired this video is that I think I was watching Common Sense Eli, and he brought up the PayPal situation. Now, he brought it up in his last video as well. I didn't even realize it. See, this is why I don't mind Lennon doing the videos over and over, going over the same stuff, because you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Because that's what inspired me to do this whole, damn near 2-hour live. I'm like, wait a minute here. This is Umar Johnson's timeline. This is his timeline of collecting donations. All right? We're going to get right into it, folks. And shout out to everybody who's in the chat, who's coming to building. Yeah. Let's see. No, not this. Right up here. Right up here. Okay. Let's go through the timeline. Now, the first timeline, yeah, we got to go back on this one. Yeah. Let's go back. Go back. And then I also talked about Coon as TCTV. And by the way, let me show you regarding that dude. I forgot to tell you all this, but let me go ahead and tell it anyway. That's one of the goofy guys. That's one of the goofy guys. But I know that on Photanica's, on his platform, I guess they were talking about how this guy likes to watch, and just he's into a lot of he watches a lot of gay content and contents on it. That video, the yoga studio video, right? This right here, he did a whole video sticking up for Umar, and this is how he responded to the video. No likes. Now his channel was taken down, but this is how this fool responded to that video on the yoga studio. Hold on, let me go back to this. Share the screen. Boom, boom. Here. You see this here? He had the whole video. He did the gif of him, this guy dancing and shaking his behind. I can't even watch this. But the whole video, TCTV did the whole video of the gif just looping with him shaking his behind. Oh, let me stop this. This was the whole video of him looping and shaking his behind. How are you making that video with that loop to answer me exposing the yoga studio? What does this have to do with the yoga studio? Now, if some of y'all are friends with AES, maybe you can, because she likes copying and downloading everything, find out if she has that video. This was a response. What's so funny about that, y'all? Why would you do that? Like, what does that have to do with anything? And this is the guy, him and all the goofy guys watching. Like, let's say Lennon did do that, pick up mail, whatever they made up. Dude, you wanted to see the photographs of him looking at, like, for what? Listen, man. I'm just saying. Weirdos, man. I'm telling you. Weirdos to the core. Weirdos. And possibly gay. Let's just keep that a stack. Got to keep it a stack. But let's go to the video that I want to go, and that's the Dr. Umar timeline. All right? The Dr. Umar timelines. You see? Addresses banned is here. Timeline. Let's go. Yeah, this is this fool. I mean, I can do a whole video on this clown, but I'm not going to waste time. But let's go.
$500,000. He said this. Breakfast. Umar didn't collect millions of dollars. Doesn't mean they want to go through the point that he made about, he made a specific point about Umar, that these dudes have had some wins. Doesn't mean they won the war, but there were some battles they won. And I guess they feel that just because they were able to throw some chaos into the sector and do some bullshit and whatever, that somehow they won or they accomplished something. Okay? Like,
speaking of chaos, let me also say fuck Whack Tunes too. Fuck him. All right. Who else? Flacco. No, notice. Hold on. Let me show you something. Remember all the chaos and all the bullshit Flacco was causing? Remember that? Huh? Well, what is Flacco saying now? Well, hold on a second. Let me go back to this. My bad. Well, let me go back here. Well, what is Flacco doing now? What's he doing? You want to know what he's doing? Here's what Flacco, after all the ass kicking, kissing of Umar, and all the caping and all the toxic shit that he put out there, like that dude is a snake. That dude, that Flacco is a true fucking scumbag. He's talented. He's talented, but goddamn, that dude is just. Actually, let me look up Flacco himself. Like that dude right there, man. Like damn. Let's see, poetic. Here it is. Yeah. Like, let me tell you something, man. Like this dude. Look at this dude. Like, and emotional Umar said, like, come on, man. This dude, man. Total and complete scumbag. Look at this. He's broke. Damn, man. All the goofy guys, listen, it is what it is, man. There's no
have had some
no honor among
wins.
thieves.
Doesn't mean they won the war, but there are some battles they won. And I guess they feel that just because they were able to throw some.
I gotta stop this. Who's an immigrant, DJ? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Umar? I mean, you can come in with listen. You can come in with the FBA buffoonery, but Umar's no immigrant. Let's continue.
Chaos into the sector and do some bullshit and whatever, and somehow they won or they accomplished something. Okay, like I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna go through the point that he made about. He made a specific point about Umar and the fact that it was a lie. People are either overestimating or outright lying about what Umar collected.
Now, this is me addressing TC or Ghost, or I know his real name is out there now because they got the paperwork on this clown. All right, the dude that this is a prototypical bum. TCTV. This dude is a bum, a full blown bum, full blown. Umar attracts bum niggas from D to DeFale on down, all bum niggas. Man, I shouldn't even have to make a whole video addressing this fool. But he sat there and lied and said Umar didn't collect all this money, and I had to prove him wrong.
That Umar didn't collect millions of dollars. Okay? And my question is this, okay? And I'm going to go through all of the videos and just certain videos that are on it, because the GoFundMe alone, he had $500,000. He said this on the Breakfast Club. He said this on the Breakfast Club in 2015. I have $500,000. When you looked at the GoFundMe, which the campaign was knocked down, he had as much as $750,000. You're going to hear it out of this Negro's mouth. You're going to hear it out of his mouth. My question is, he had $500,000 in 2015. 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. It's 6 years now.
Yep.
6 years. He bought the bomb shelter in 2019, right? $400,000. But he had $500,000 in 2015. And every day he collected money, collected, not just from the Cash App, not just GoFundMe. Cash App, mail it. I'm going to show you all of this. Mail it, PayPal. Money in the bag. They give him money. All right, stop playing these silly games already, nigger. It drives me nuts. He ain't collect all that money. He did collect the money. But if he collected $500,000, he paid $400,000, used $400,000 in 2019. He still has $300,000. But you remember, he collected, he kept collecting every single year. He said that he made over $125,000. Now, if he had $300,000 left, knowing the first week, like within a month, you could have found out what you needed, the HVAC here. He's asking for the HVAC 3 years in. But you mean to tell me that within a year, the most requested scholar, requested from where, I don't know what, from some, like some rats under a sewer cap or something? But do you think the most respected scholar couldn't get one big donation from an influential person? Not one in 3 years.
Not one in 3 years. Come on, guys. Like, what are we doing out here, bro?
He's asking poor people. We've been through this already.
Yeah. And since we've been through it, I mean, basically, let's move up. This is me answering fucking Ghost or TC, or this is Umar now. Like,
so
listen,
Umar was basically saying that GoFundMe took the school money.
Yeah. GoFundMe took the school money. Well, listen to this. Listen to this.
If you can hear this. Okay. Can you hear that? Just put ones up if you can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear it. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you hear that?
Go ahead. Come on.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, no, I can't hear
Now,
it.
how's this?
That GoFundMe keeps so much of
Now,
okay.
How's this?
That
Now
GoFundMe
listen.
keeps so much of the money. Given the fact that
All right. Now, how does it sound now?
Sounds good, brother.
GoFundMe keeps, and given the fact that GoFundMe keeps so much of the money, given the fact that GoFundMe keeps so much of the funds that are donated, of that $402,000 that you see on the platform's website, we've only received about $250, maybe $275,000 of your donations.
Damn.
For the sake of convenience, GoFundMe has kept over $125,000 to $50,000 of that money, just for the sake of convenience, robbing us, and then have the audacity to ask for proof when you've taken already so much money from us, when you've already been provided with that proof. So as far as I'm concerned, they can pretty much suspend the campaign, which will in turn force all of you to send your donations in by check or by money order.
So think about this, folks. He's saying suspend. Every time you listen to this, something new comes to your mind. He's telling you suspend the campaign that you put your money in for, and instead of you getting a refund, he's saying we're going to suspend that campaign that you wasted your money on, and so that we can collect money from you in another fashion. One of the biggest excuses you kept hearing from these Umar people is that, oh, maybe he's a bad businessman. I think he's just a bad. I don't think he's doing this to scam. He's just a bad businessman. Like, okay, if he's a bad businessman, why are you shaming people to give money to a guy who doesn't know how to handle money? How about that one? Oh, he's a bad businessman. You know, that's all it is. Really, dude? And now he's completely and totally fucking broke.
By check or by money order. All right. This is what Umar has said. Now understand that video right
kept over a.
Now this is again. I just want to make sure I got the numbers correctly. Now, Remember, January 19th, this video basically summed up this way. January 19th, 2015, he claimed that PayPal has frozen $125,000. Then January 8th, 2018, this right here, this video that you're seeing right here, Umar claims that GoFundMe took $150,000. That's the video you just saw. All right. Now, oh, my bad. Hold on a second. Yes. As I sat down, did I even do this in order? Because it's been a long time since I did that video. All right. So this was PayPal. Let's just keep moving. Now, look at what he said he raised. Now, this right here, this video, well, this video doesn't have a date, but it shows when he, oh, this is 2015. Still, October 6, 2015. Listen to what he said he raised.
I'm gonna give me this some $250,000.
Tria. Use. This was back in 2015, maybe before then.
I'm gracious, but I'm not content. Because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000. When Darren
Hold on.
Michael Brown.
$250,000. What's the date here? 2015. Press ones if you can hear me okay.
I go through all of this.
No, she's not married. Nana, yeah. Thanks for coming in. Hit the like button when you come in.
I go through all of this. All of this.
Hit that like button.
All of this.
Maybe, like I was saying before, somebody had to rotate to, is she a lesbian? Maybe. Somebody had to rotate them tires. And like I said, W had a chocolate fetish. You see how he passes candies to Michelle Obama? You don't think he knocked that down?
I'm talking
Bush
about,
is a bad boy, a rebel. W's a rebel, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about what's her name? Condoleezza. Yeah, he probably fucked her.
Probably knocked that down, man.
I was in communication with the president about 3 days ago. He told me the school's still an option with your son. But you're not going to use me to fight white folks.
Look at this.
We trifling. I should have been had that $2 million. I should have had that $2 million 30 days after I started the fundraiser on trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need. And after 6 months, I only got $250,000.
The state of, should I show the picture of that gym again? State-of-the-art black school, right? Let's continue.
Trifling ass black people.
Trifling after giving you your trusty ass $250,000.
I'm going to call it like I say it. And I don't care if you get offended. We can handle that outside.
Brother.
We trifling. I should have been had that $2 million. I should have had that $2 million 30 days after I started the fundraiser on May the 20th. It don't make no sense. But y'all sure call me up when the school's messing with your son. Did you make a donation to my school? Oh, not yet. Bye. Click. That's the new Umar. You want some help with your son? Did I get a donation? No, I want to hear that. Mail the donation, then you call me back, and then I'll help you with your son. But you're not going to use me to fight white folks when your son shouldn't even have to put up with them in the first place.
We all remember this.
We're trying to buy the St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia.
Right.
Still available. I was in communication.
Folks, I'm going to go over that as well. Well, go ahead.
With the president about 3 days ago. He told me the school's still an option.
Do you even believe this? Do you even believe this at this point, based on everything that's happened from that point? Do you even believe anything that comes out of this man's mouth? Oh, he ain't rated 250,000 up to that point. Up to that point.
And I shouldn't have been answering that nigga for real. But let's go to the nitty gritty here. All right. So he hasn't raised $500,000, right? Hasn't raised that. Okay. Let's listen to this dude. Let's listen.
Important that he said here that people skip over. That's important. He said most of his donations are money orders and checks that are being mailed in. He also said this interview in 2019, he's saying the IRS sabotaged him. But now we come to this interview. Listen to what he says.
But no, seriously, we need, if you want to donate to the fundraiser, you go to GoFundMe.com/Dr. Umar, GoFundMe.com/DRUMAR. Now, when you look on the GoFundMe, we only raised 160, but most of my donations have been mail-in checks and money orders. People don't trust the internet. So, but we raised $500,000 in a year.
That's great.
$500,000 in a year, folks. $500,000. This is back in 2019. 2019. Now let's keep it going.
Lock up millions. No, that's. Did you hear that? We raised $500,000 in figures, like a rap.
Let's keep moving. Let's see. I think now.
The screen, this kind of spooky. The screenshot is pretty.
Your PA 19132. We also want to have a crowdfunding campaign going up real soon. So make sure y'all support that. Let's get that school built, FDMG, Team Pan-African, Garvey and Garveyism. We going hard for 2015. Get at your boy, Dr. Umar, drumarjohnson.com, drumarhbcutours.com, drumarjohnsonschool.com. Twitter and Instagram, Dr. Umar Johnson. Facebook, Dr. Umar Ifatunde. However you got to get at me, you get at me. Houston, can't wait to get to you. Phoenix, can't wait to get to you. Birmingham, England, can't wait to get to you. Bahamas, can't wait to get to you. Oakland, LA, Detroit, Chicago. The boy is coming back soon.
Guys, as you can see, that has to be like 5-6 years ago. 5-6 years ago, folks. Looking so.
Donations in payable to FDMG Academy, PO Box 6872, Philadelphia, PA 19132. We also want to have
issuing refunds. In order to Umar Johnson.
Now listen to the trajectory of the refund information, and this lady breaks it down. All right.
Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
I don't know if you guys noticed. I think it was yesterday or today, maybe. But anyway, Umar Johnson is
Vesper, thanks for coming up. I appreciate you. Appreciate coming through.
suddenly asking for receipt from today, maybe. But anyway, Umar Johnson is suddenly asking for receipt information on the monies donated for this school. Wow. This concerns me because just last week, I was in touch with both PayPal and GoFundMe regarding refunds for the school. Now, PayPal, as of right now, is not issuing any refunds for the school. They are also waiting to be subpoenaed in order to divulge information regarding all the monies that was donated to Umar Johnson School. Now, GoFundMe, on the other hand, is issuing refunds for Umar Johnson School campaign. You guys need to email them, send them your receipts, and as far as I know of right now, they are issuing refunds. I repeat, email GoFundMe your receipts in order to receive a refund from Umar Johnson School campaign. Now, regarding Umar Johnson asking for receipt information, what I advise...
In other words, they're asking for receipts. He wants receipt information. So if you don't have a receipt, then you're probably not going to get back the money. That's what it comes down to. Probably not going to get back the money.
What you guys to do is use extreme caution. Again, I repeat, use extreme caution in sending any information to Umar Johnson regarding the school donation money. Okay? So, again, send your receipts to GoFundMe because they are issuing refunds for the school donation money. PayPal, not yet. Not as of right now. They would not say whether or not they will. The only thing that they stated was that they're waiting to be subpoenaed in order to give us information about the monies that were donated. So it's up in the air. Basically, it's going to boil down to what happens in a court of law is going to decide whether or not PayPal or Umar Johnson is going to be responsible to give out the refunds. And that was all I had to say, you guys.
You know what I find interesting? You see this video right here? You know, want to know this date when this video was done? This date was done January 29th, 2019. When was Umar fair use of the Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright, notwithstanding the provisions of the sections of 106 and 106A, the fair use of a copyrighted work for purposes of criticism, comment, news, teaching, and reporting. Thank you. Now, this video that this woman did, January 29th, 2019, didn't Umar buy the bomb shelter the very next month? You see how hot this is? Because people are saying that because Umar is asking for receipt information, right? In other words, I'm not giving y'all back the money unless I get a receipt back to show that you actually. So people are asking for the money back after this shut down, and Umar was stalling. And so this is the month, this here, January 29th, 2019. That's when this woman did this video. Umar bought those abandoned buildings the very next month, correct? Did he not? He bought those buildings in February 2019. Just put some ones if I'm correct. Am I lying or no? Because if that's the case, then it just proves the fact that he bought the shit because shit was getting too hot for him. Matter of fact, hold on a second. See, T&I shouldn't have gone here. He should have just left well enough alone and just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what he should have done. I mean, I'm just going through this again, folks. We're going through this, and this is what we told you.
So far, we raised $500,000.
$500,000, man. Come on, bro. Wait. At 2 million so far, raised $500,000. But here we go. Let's listen to his rolling. All right. What does this say?
Yeah. No. But rolling. Oh, you know what?
Let's listen.
The fuck up, man. You should have.
Frederick Douglass.
Oh, let's go back.
But then you.
Hold on.
Let me go ahead and read this, please.
Go back.
Julian Bond.
Which isn't true, by the way. I mean, I've had Frederick Douglass's relatives on my platform.
Come on.
Let me play it. Said men need to be the men. I know this. Yeah, hit the share. Already $1,000 mark. So Umar was taking Umar.
Come on. Okay.
Fuck up, man. You should have. It's in the view. Not sold. Hold on.
Damn.
Let me go ahead and read this, please.
Go back.
Julian Bond.
Which isn't true, by the way. I mean, I've had
18, or if at all, it may be delayed to 8/21/19, which
not sold.
So how much money was raised? What the people gave? All people gave. How much was raised, and what's the status of that? $700,000, and the status is we're still looking for a school, and the status.
You saw how quickly he made that turn? $750,000. This was back in 2017, folks. But you can take this right here. But the bottom line, folks, all of this stuff that you're seeing, man. I mean, we've been this is stuff that we've been telling you for years. right? The scamming that this guy's been doing. I mean, and let me just see what other videos can I bring up. This was just a timeline. The timeline is basically this guy collected millions of dollars over the years. It's now over 6. He's been collecting. Excuse me. Go watch Pocket Watchers with JT. He breaks down how much money he collected over the years. And he collected money during some of those years and didn't pay any bills. So, like, you know, what's that? So 4 years he had no expenses at all. But he collected $100,000 from you guys per year for 4 years, like over $400,000, but no expenses, no HVAC, no nothing for the school. And y'all you're still following this dude? So, like, and what's been happening since? I mean, the daughter has gone crazy. Right? I told you if you pissing in the street and throwing tampons around and everything, obviously this woman is airing them out, saying things that we've been saying for years, saying that he's a drug addict, saying that this dude's a sex addict, saying that this dude is probably isn't that smart. I'm the one who said that he's probably cosplaying, a scholar. That he really isn't a scholar when it comes down to it. So all of this stuff, it has been well known, folks. But let me, all this stuff has been well known, folks. It's well known. You see? So, hey, we're over the 2 hour mark. But yeah, I can go on and on. All the people out there who was attacking us for putting out the information. Now they're gone. There's no one defending them except a weirdo like freaking We Unlock. All right. Like I said, none of these other fools or whack tunes, that motherfucker who cammed up, I guess, one day and still loves Umar. All right. Old Dog over at Hip Hop Uncensored. Now he's jumping on the content. Even after this guy was attacking people for going after Umar. It doesn't matter. If you bang on Umar every day, who gives a shit? Who cares? But I just want to play this one more thing. And this thing I'm going to play, it'll show you why y'all should have caught Umar like from the jump, bro. After watching this. Matter of fact, I can't even hate him for doing what he did. I really can't up to this point. Because I didn't even see this other video. But let me play something for you that I'm sure you've noticed. You've seen this before. But we're going to play through it again. Let me go down. Not this. Yeah, but there's so much with Umar we've gone through over the years. I mean, there's just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's like, what's the point at this stage in the game? But where is it at? Not this. Okay, here we go. All right, folks. Let's play the video. Because I'm sure you remember this. Here we go. Bam. All right. Let's go, folks.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Umar Johnson, and I am a school psychologist and doctor of clinical psychology. In addition to that, I hold degrees in political science and education. I am here at the historic St. Paul's College. This beautiful campus, 135 acres of which I hope to make the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for African children. This college, St. Paul's, was opened on September the 24th, 1888, by a contemporary of the great Booker T. Washington. That great ancestor's name was James Solomon Russell. Father Russell opened this college with less than a dozen students. And by the time it reached its zenith, St. Paul's College owned more than 1,000 acres of land and housed more than 1,000 African children. But unfortunately, last summer, June of 2013, the board of directors of this college graduated the last class of students from St. Paul's College. I'm hoping that you will help me keep this college in the hands of the African American community. I have a plan for this campus. I want to turn this campus into the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. There's a war in this country against black boys. I don't have to tell you, only 1 out of every 4 African American boys will graduate from high school. I don't have to tell you that 2 out of every 4 African American boys at some point in his life will be under the supervision of America's criminal justice system. I don't have to tell you that there's a school to prison pipeline that runs out the back door of the school into the front door of the prison. I want to stop that. And I want you to help Dr. Umar Johnson stop that by donating to my fundraiser, by helping me and our ancestors raise the money necessary to acquire St. Paul's campus. We need this 135 acres for our children. We have the dormitories. We have the gymnasium. We have the lecture halls. We have the cafeteria. We have a beautiful student center. I want this school to be a blueprint, a role model to every other independent African school in the world, to show them that African children are not the intellectual inferiors of European Americans, to show them that our children want to learn as much as anyone else. I'm tired of the phone calls from our mothers and fathers crying about what's being done to their children. I'm tired of special education when it's not necessary. I'm tired of ADHD diagnoses and conduct disorder diagnoses and oppositional defiance diagnoses and learning disability diagnoses and emotional disturbance diagnoses. I'm tired, and I want you to be tired with me, of our children being forced to exist in a system that was not designed to educate them in the first place. I want to give them a heaven on earth. I want to give them a home away from home. And I
just need to stop right there. Look at how big this campus is, folks. Look at this shit. This dude can't manage one building, and he's trying to convince you in that ill-fitting, like dirty ass jeans and shirt untucked and shit. He's trying to tell you that the first thing that I saw that I doubted when I saw this video. I'm like, how are they going to clean the bathrooms? Through donations. Like, we should have known from the jump, but
St. Paul's College to be that place. Imagine a school where children don't have to be suspended. Imagine a school where your child never gets expelled. Imagine a school where your child never gets misdiagnosed and put in special education. Imagine a school where you don't have to worry about the teachers trying to force you to put your son or daughter on dangerous psychiatric medication. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, community stakeholders of the African race, I implore you, I beg you, I summon you, and I petition you to donate to this cause. Donate to this fundraiser. Let us show the world that we care enough about our children and enough about our history and enough about our ancestors to keep St. Paul's College in the hands of the African American community and in the hands of Dr. Umar Johnson and in the interest of African children and under the skies of Almighty God and our ancestors. Help me keep this college alive. and keep the dream of its founder, James Solomon Russell, alive forever.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Remember that video, man? Remember that? How sincere it sounded? Yeah. Just, you know. But I wanted to show that video, folks, for one reason, right? You look back at that video now, and I'm gonna tell you something, because as you know, like the bang and the FBA people as well, that video right there, you looking at it now, and when you see how he was dressed and you seen him walking through the campus, see, when you saw it back then, you were looking at it like, wow, damn, it's a big undertaking. It looked grandiose, right? But now you look at it, now he laid on the bullshit and really just tapped at your emotions. Again, this is affinity fraud. He really tapped into your emotions, getting phone calls and saying that he's helping your kids and he can't. His daughter is just gone. And I know that family business is a bit complicated. I get it. I understand, but he doesn't see any of his kids. None of them. And this dude he laid it on thick, but I showed that video because anyone who knew anything, did any research, would have seen that this thing wasn't going to happen anyways. This is why I call this a fake. This was a fake school from a fake doctor. And let me show you what I mean. The College for Black Boys, right? St. Paul's College for Black Boys. Okay. Let's see how feasible that was. Let's go down. Go down. Yeah. Fair use. Fair use. I got to put up the fair use banner. Yeah. This is bad, folks. We should have caught this. We should have caught this right away. We should have caught this right away, man. Right away. We got played. The school that Umar was trying to buy, folks, it was like when he was walking through an abandoned school. He didn't speak to anybody. He didn't write. Folks, this school, it's like you walking through a park and running a scam. The internet is nothing but illusion. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's go. Let's listen.
I like for them to come and just live with me for a week and see what you have to do when your school is about to go belly up. There's no course you can take. Every day you're making a decision that you never thought you'd have to make in your life. St. Paul's was started in 1888. It was elementary, high school, and then in the 1940s, the General Assembly gave him permission to start a college, four-year college.
Historically, Black colleges and universities were founded throughout the country, and they were started prior to the Civil War. A large percentage of them were started post-Civil War. These are institutions that were by and large birthed out of religious denominations. St. Paul's College was birthed out of the Episcopal Church.
He obviously do not look like what the typical Negro looks like. He's extremely fair-skinned. And so they thought that using those qualities, he could come to the South.
In other words, he was damn near white. I mean, again, like, forget it. Let's continue.
And create a facility and a church.
These are important institutions that are unique, unlike others, in the sense that they were designed with a mission to educate Black Americans, Americans who were, for the most part, prohibited from an American education.
Typically, the campus had anywhere from 450 to 500 students on the campus. The campus is about 132 acres with about 36 buildings on it.
Well, hold on. 132 acres with 32 buildings on it. Did you hear what he just said? You're just go back for a second. Umar is not accepting white money. His base are single mothers from the hood. Let's just keep that a stack. All right. Single mothers from the hood. He's collecting from the money from them mainly. Obviously, you got some male groupies, but even they're not rich. He's always dogging out celebrities who have any type of money to probably get together. He doesn't want to be around them. And he's going to buy a 132-acre campus with how many buildings? Wait, let's hear him say that again.
About 36 buildings on it.
132 acres with 36 big buildings, and this guy can't handle that one building and that one gym. But he's gonna look at this. And y'all bought this?
We have a lot of buildings around here that need some major upgrades, not major work, because students built some of these buildings, and you can see they're all brick. They're not going to get blown down by the Three Little Pigs. But when you have a 3-story building with no elevators, well, how do you get the disabled people into your building? If you don't have Wi-Fi, you don't have cable TV, if you don't have the latest computer equipment, students are going to go to UVA, who is now offering.
Guys, look at that. Look at the background there. You're gonna buy this place off of donations. Like this scam. This is my point here. Y'all should have caught this early on. You should have caught this right away. Even here with the Moyer Academy, you should have caught it. Y'all should have caught this like from the jump. Like, whoa, wait a minute here. How? Like I said, the first question came to my mind: how are they going to clean the bathrooms? He was going to get, like, y'all believe this?
Students are going to go to UVA, who is now offering free room and board and tuition if your family income is below a certain level.
The National Trust.
Did you wait? Stop, bro. Stop. Listen to what he said. Like I said, Umar's fan base, single mothers, mainly from the hood. Those are his main sources of income. Listen to this.
The entire history place has equally
tuition if your family income is below a certain level.
How are you going to pay tuition if your family income's a certain level? We've been telling you this, and y'all were like, you're hating. Listen to this.
The National Trust has equally placed the entire historically Black college and university landscape on the endangered national treasures list.
I think that the former leaders didn't really keep their eye on the ball. I think they made some decisions that a good manager would not make. One was the return of football. To bring football back to campus with at best 500 students. You're giving them full scholarships. Well, that's not money. That's just paper transfer.
He's right. I mean, You know, football, guys get hurt. You need equipment. You need training. You need all that. So he's right. He has a point there, man. This school, I mean, I guess later as a school grows, but man, this is unreal.
They just kept saying everything is okay, everything is okay, and everything wasn't okay.
I just gotta stop, guys. Look at okay, forget the bathrooms, the grass. The grass. Umar's sloppy ass was gonna maintain this shit? Damn, listen, he really put it down. Look at this building. Look at this one, right? Look at the dorm right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at the church. Oh shit. Oh, shit. Damn, man. Yo, man. Damn.
We couldn't pay the bills. We couldn't pay the debt.
No
Our
kidding.
accreditation was gone, and there was no reason to continue the campus. So I went to the board. I said to the chairman, you just can't close this campus. I said, there are too many things, too many appendages hanging out there. You have student records you have to protect, both the academic and the financial records. You're coming on the winter. These are old pipes in the ground. They're going to freeze and break. You got to have somebody to answer the questions from the Virginia Employment Commission, from the federal government if they ask, for those persons who are eligible for Social Security. You can't just shut the school down. I said,
guys, listen to all the bills. People were laying out all the bills, and y'all were calling us haters, and you're attacking a black man. You don't want him to succeed. He's telling you everything that we told you about this damn school.
You need security on the gate. I said, as soon as the element learns that.
Well, Umar had that already. He got Leon, so he's good. Look, and seriously though, guys, security. Look at this, man. Come on, dude. Oh my God.
This school is closed. They're gonna back in here with their big pickup trucks. They're gonna ransack the buildings. They said, but we don't have any money. I said, well, then we got to find a way to find money. We've got to keep it open. Abraham Lincoln, it's a gift from a alum. You know, I sold off some non-essential equipment on the campus. We don't have football anymore, so I sold the bleachers. And so we began to find money, and then I cut the budgets from $250,000 a month down to $55,000 a month. I began to find documents in the budget office, stocks and bonds where people had left us and given us that we needed to cash in. We made a plea to the Episcopal Church to give us money, and they gave us some money. We made a plea to the alums. They sent us some money. So instead of closing June the 28th of...
Guys, basically, he had to like, you know, he had to ask as many, like any way he can get money, he's getting money. Umar's talking about, I ain't accepting white money. The Episcopal Church, from last time I checked, is white. Or why don't he's trying to get money from everyone, and the school can't open. Umar's just gonna get money from mainly, you know, at best upper middle class black folk, and he's gonna keep a school open. Y'all believe this shit? Whoa.
2013, here it is, almost June. Damn. 2014, and we're still in business. Then the board came back to me and said, would you agree to be the president? We can't pay you anymore, but we give you the parking space near the building. So I said, that's fine. I'm not here to try to get rich.
The transformation of the higher education landscape requires, whether you're an HBCU or traditionally white institution, to really begin to think innovatively and broadly about what an academic campus entails.
I would like to pass on to HBCUs a couple of things. Number one, and first and foremost, you're not going to get the premier black student like you used to, because now UVA, Virginia Tech, Southern Cal, they're going after those students too. And they can make a better deal than you can. You have to change with the times. You have to make sure your campus is modern. Okay. And you've got to reinvent the wheel in terms of who now becomes your core student. It's not the valedictorian or the salutatorian out of the high school. It may be the person who just got a straight B average.
So
I have
wait.
a staff.
Yeah, so he's basically, damn, that's some heavy shit to say, man. So, and B isn't immediate. It's just, you know, B, right? I mean, almost like we'll accept mediocres or like whatever, just to, wow.
I have a staff of about 22. I said to the staff, I expect each of you who are remaining to make a monthly contribution to the school. And most of them do. I do out each one of my paychecks.
Yeah.
I have two people who do the maintenance. The board has said to me, can you just do with one person in maintenance? And I said, I can't, because if one person goes up on the ladder and falls, who finds him? I said, I need two people, if for no other reason than safety.
I'm a second generation graduate. My mom graduated here. And so I feel a real closeness. And so I trust, I believe by faith that we will be opening as a college once again.
They're still pushing me a little bit to get rid of employees, and I'm pushing back, you know, because I can always go home. But that's not the attitude I want to have. I want to negotiate with them and fight when I have to. You can see, I mean, the classrooms are usable. I hope that a year from now that you will see some life on this campus. And that's the term I use with the board. I said the campus has got to be alive and look alive in order to attract a suitor.
Damn, man. Folks, did everyone hear this? All right. There's about what? There's about 40 people in the building. Just put some ones up if you heard this. Guys, this right. Umar really, he put it down heavy on you Negroes, man. God damn. That man put it, let me go back to that. Let me go back. I just got to see. I just want to show you the campus. All right. This is the place that he just ran that commercial with. Guys, he was walking around an empty campus. And just go to a college. I can go to a school right now where I live that's empty and walk around there in front like I'm doing something. Look, guys, look at this shit. Guys, look at this campus. That man Umar wasn't gonna do, come on, man. He can't clean the gym.
Pickup trucks, they're gonna ramsack up there.
Dude can't clean the gym. All right? He can't clean the water out the gym. How's he gonna clean this water right here? Where's it at? Like this, like how are you gonna clean this? How's he gonna maintain this? Man, guys, you got hustled, you got scammed. He scammed the daylights out of you Negroes. He scammed your daylights out of you Negroes. Look at that build. This is one build out of the 36 buildings. And this dude, let's just go back to this clown's video. Let's go back. Yeah. This guy hustled the living daylights out of you. Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God. Listen, man. And where are we now? Where are we now with Umar Johnson? You know where we are? I'll tell you where we are. We're right here with Umar. This is where we are. Broke and begging. All right? Broke and begging. Fuck this dude, by the way. Fuck this clown. But this woman right here, spiritual whistleblower, listen, she made it short and sweet. Short and sweet. In fact, let me do this. I just want you to hear her. This was This was short and sweet, guys. Go down, go down. I mean, she has some extreme takes, she does, but listen, with Umar Johnson, dead on. Here we go. Listen to this. Hold on. Fair use, by the way.
Get a job, Dr. Umar. Get a job, my nigga. Okay? Like a trade. You do know what a trade is, sir, right? You was on the Breakfast Club, and when they was interviewing you, you know, the many times you've been on there, you was talking about black men should, you know, enlist in doing a trade, learning a trade. So why the fuck is you online begging for fucking money, crying about your...
What's up, Make a Change? Did you see that Make a Change? If you go back to that video, just check you get a whole different perspective when you watch this now. Because I didn't see the video of the school actually closing. Look at that school. It just makes the scam even more. The scam seems even more dastardly when you look at the school itself had closing, and he suckered you in the, or not you, but he suckered people into saying, yeah, I'm going to buy this place. He can't keep up the one building. He can't keep the dirt off, the garbage off of that little building in Delaware. Look at that school. Oh my God. It's just a whole different way to look at this guy. Really hustled the living skin off of Negroes. Man, he hustled the daylights out of you Negroes. This scam was heavy, bro. This scam was heavy. It was heavy.
Your finances. My nigga, you think we really that stupid?
Yes. Yes. Obviously. He's been keeping this going for about 2 decades.
How desperate and pathetic does one have to be to resort to using their social media to desperately fucking beg for money? You're a grown-ass man. You know, yeah, you got degrees. I know a lot of people with degrees.
I doubt that. I'm doubting that now. I doubt that. I'm of the opinion. I think this guy I think he stole someone's identity. That's where it's at now. I mean, and the lady who's going after him, she said that. The lady who's going after him, she said that she thinks that he's not as smart as he is. And she said she doesn't believe he has degrees. Yeah. So the lady he was literally in bed with doubts it. I think that my opinion, think he stole someone's identity. That's why he changes his name so much.
Degrees, myself included. I work a 9 to 5. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, my nigga. I will do that. I will work 10 jobs for it. You see me get online and beg and guilt trip people into fucking giving me money. Oh, stop the panhandling. What's another word for panhandling? Grifting, scamming, whatever it is you're doing, it's not right, Dr. Umar. This is why, you know, I put a video out about Dr. Umar over a year ago. Another prediction I called because I could see, you know, this is my autism. Shout out to all my autistic neurodivergence, but this is my autism kicking in. When you have autism, you develop a pattern recognition. That's why my discernment is so sharp. I have quality, very sharp pattern recognition. I can pick apart people's personalities and the way that they move. And, you know, I can predict.
Sister, with all due respect, I mean, it didn't take too much discernment. This is spiritual whistleblower. She had maybe one of the best, most direct responses with regarding Umar, but yeah, it didn't take too much discernment. But I just look at this. When you look at this school, all right, and look at all, like, whatever, man, a lot of these people, now you're jumping on the bandwagon, you know, not some of them aren't, but But when you look at this school,
Good afternoon.
This dude in that, like, his shirt is all out. He didn't even take time. Like, I looked at it, and I looked at the school, and yeah, look, but come, yo, he just took pictures. He can't maintain this. Oh man. Listen, let me give you the video of the original school that he tried to get. Man. Guys, look at this. And this is only for people who, as the sister said, discernment. But that's all this is for, man. This is for those people, because how in the hell, how did he do this? And how didn't, like, so some people called him out on it, but now looking at the entire school, I'm like, oh my God. Listen, and I have so much more material. I may do another video just going into other material that I missed. But this dude who's saying he's broke, maybe because the IRS is coming after him and he wants to say, yeah, I don't have any money to pay back. He's we gotta see. Because he lies so much and his followers lie so much. Listen, just hit the like button, folks. Hit share, hit subscribe. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Look, I got to work in the morning. I got to get up and work on some computer shit. I haven't even figured out the fix that I got a couple of people that I have to fix regarding Adobe, and it's just, I haven't even figured out to fix it. So I got to get up early tomorrow morning. But listen, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments in the comment section, folks. All right, the replay gang, thanks for coming through. Everybody who came through, Andre and Adengbi and Make a Change and Funk Soldier and Bronze. I mean, folks, we've been telling you this. Just go down, go see me, go check out Make a Change. He's got a bunch of it. Make a Change was called crazy when we were on Brandon's channel. Brandon, who's now a new no jumper employee. They were saying, oh, well, everybody who attacks Umar, I think that, yeah, they're aligned with the alternative community, blah, blah, blah. And I saw she on Cox, goofy ass in the chat. How does it look now? Where are you now? How do you feel? You cannot with any sort of self-respect, you can't defend Umar. And I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you now, give this a few years. Maybe before this year's up, you're going to be saying the same thing about FBA and Tariq Nasheed. Same thing. Trust me on this. But wow, man, I can't. Umar Johnson, man. But this is why we're here right now, man. We're here now because people, for the most part, didn't listen. People got caught up in the scam. And yes, like I said, I believe this guy's on drugs. Like, look at his eyes. Look at the facial features. I think this man to go from this to this shit right here. Don't tell me this guy is not on some sort of ready rock. But yeah, man, leave some comments in the bottom, man, and tell me what you think. All right. Most important thing to do with this video is hit the like button. I'll try to do a part 2. I will, trust me, I will do something on all the detractors, all the troublemakers who made this thing into a chore. They didn't just attack Lennon. They were attacking me. They were attacking everybody else. They were literally trying to make people's lives miserable. Well, now, sir, all right, there's going to come a reckoning. That, like, say what you want about Griselda. She got paperwork on all the Negroes. She got it on Ray Triggs. She got it on Ghost or whatever the fuck his name is, B. Durrell, he got exposed. A bunch of people got exposed heavily. I don't feel sorry for them at all. All right, with certain, I mean, you know, Peter, some people who I got no beef with, but those guys, Charcoal Girls and her goofy husband, a lot of those people, they're getting opened up. And Al got thrown off the reservation. Aww. So Al got thrown off the reservation after me and Nikki Proctor Walden called him out when he was doing that interview. That's a whole nother story for another time. Folks, thanks for coming through. Thank you for being a part of this. And yeah, the saga continues with this clown. And I believe that when it's all over, I think he will get caught. And I think that you're going to see him break down, and people are going to have sympathy for him like they're having sympathy for the diddler. Trust me on that. And yes, Andre, about Eidos, them too. But thanks a lot for coming through. Leave comments in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Big up on yourself. And I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks again. Peace.